So just can close your eyes and relax. I'm just going to touch your head. I'm just removing any energies that are attached. So what I've tried to achieve today is just expanding your aura, because it feels like it was a little bit too close to the body, so things were just getting to you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I put it a bit higher today, the bed. We just want to get you as comfortable as possible. Obviously it's a little bit colder outside, so I think people are appreciating the blankets again now. It's that time of year.
I think it's so nice and cozy.
Yes, that's the secret. I just want to make you sleep. Right. So today we're doing intuitive shamanic healing. It's sort of because you've done a lot of therapies with me already, there's going to be elements that you will recognize, like the sound bowl.
Yeah.
Which does come from aspects of like Tibetan healing as well. So that's shamanic. Shaman just means healing, really. Shaman, so healer is a shaman.
Okay.
So shamanic practices is healing practices. For me, when I hear that word, I more take it from South American lineage. So for today I'm going to sort of incorporate a couple of different aspects where I'll do energy work. I'll use some instruments to do clearing. Palo Santo, have you heard of this?
Is that similar to sage?
Yes. So commonly white sage is used as a method of clearing negative energy. And Palo Santo is the same concept, except it adds an element of raising vibration as well. So raising frequency. So it's cleaning and lifting, whereas sage is just like removing.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got that today. I mean, I can choose to work with either, but that's what I felt. So I think that'll be helpful. So hopefully for today's session, it will be again one of those things we don't need to necessarily talk, but because I'll be using lots of things making sounds, maybe that'll be okay. Yeah. But of course, like first, as always, we welcoming you into the space. How are you today?
Good, yeah. I did mention a little bit like on the anxious side, but in more of like an overthinky kind of way. Not really sure why. Just one of those days.
So just bringing some sense of grounding today, so
Yeah.
And no physical issues?
No, not really today, no.
And the cramping?
No, although I had one yesterday.
Okay. Left leg?
No, it was right leg yesterday.
Okay. But it changes sometimes, or it's more...
Yes. Yeah, it changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's first start with the old back flowers. Your eyes are a bit red though today. Are you tired?
So it's really weird. I feel like I've been sleeping enough, but not good enough quality. Yeah.
Do you want to try the CBD? I get I get a company that makes me special CBD tablets. So it's derived from, let's call it the marijuana plant. And I always say it's all of the medicine, none of the fun. But really good to work on the neural pathways of the brain and to calm. It can really help with stress, anxiety, sleeping issues, pain in the body.
Yeah. Do you just take it before bed, or?
So I say about 1 hour.
Okay.
Let me, I think I've got a bottle here. So yeah, I get them specially made.
Oh, okay.
It looks like this.
Yeah, I saw
the hemp plant.
on my Apple Watch. I know it's it can slightly underestimate sleep things, but it was telling me that my deep sleep was like really low. Like I think it was like 20 minutes or something.
Oh wow.
Which I looked up the average and it should be an hour to an hour and a half or something, because I do sleep 8 hours, so I don't know.
So I always rephrase it that yes, you're physically lying in the bed, but we're not very conscious about how deep we go. That's why people like to get all these monitors and watches, but this is really helpful. So if you'd be open to try it,
of course.
give it a go. I discovered it because my partner, who's the athlete, he was being sponsored this, and I thought I'd give it a go because everyone has a little bit of stress and anxiety and insomnia issues that I work with here. So and it's really helped a lot of people with chronic disease and illness as well. So it's been very game changing. So we'll put I'll put it on the floor. I still forget it. I always forget. Right. So I've picked 3 today, which is interesting. One's for a bit like stress, anxiety, maybe a little bit of traumatic situation, so something that has overwhelmed, something to do with patience, feeling more calm or taking things a bit slower, but maybe because you've been doing a lot. And this one is what it is, but it's something to do with something regarding the subject of like jealousy.
Interesting. I see that today, especially today.
All right, does that resonate?
Yeah. Very much so.
Okay. Okay, maybe not for the camera, but yeah. Okay, so we're just going to lift your tongue. Is it something that can be easily resolved, or is it okay?
Yeah, it's more of a me thing. Annoyingly quite a jealous person, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh no! Probably I am too, actually, I don't know.
I think it's like related to fear of missing out, right? And then what other people have, like, wonder if it's better or not, but you'll never know, right? So, yeah, I don't know.
I always think when I get those feelings, I think probably someone else must be thinking the same about my situation, right? But just tuning into it, because it's almost like you spend your energy focusing on it rather than being present and enjoying the moment with what you have, which is always difficult, I know. So you almost, I call it like your evil twin, right? It's just trying to overpower you with thoughts that are a bit lower vibration. But also taking these flowers will help with frequencies to help keep bringing you up. Because if you start to come down a bit, that's when, you know, more stress and anxiety can step in, or people then can get easily or susceptible to getting sick with low immunity because our vibration goes down. So but with all the work you're doing, it is like I call it like a merry-go-round. We get up one level and then you get your next lesson, and it's just constantly. But from where you probably were, let's call it 2-3 years ago, to where you are now, but it's good. I think it's a very powerful thing to identify certain characteristics or traits, right? And then that gives you room to go, okay, how can I work on that next?
Definitely.
But you don't have anything to be jealous of. You're amazing.
Yeah, it's like sleep and jealousy. It's like not the most pressing. But
No, but you're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. If we were perfect, we wouldn't be here. We have lots of lessons. Lots of lessons. So I have some shamanic cards. So I'm going to ask you to shuffle them, and you can pick one. I don't know what they mean all off by heart. I have a book, but I don't have the book here, so I'll read them out.
Shuffle. Oh God. I'm going to do a very, very poor attempt at shuffling for you.
Maybe it's exactly what's needed.
That's good encouragement. I always make people shuffle for me when I do games. And
that's the card.
Definitely the card.
Wind. So as I say, I don't know the direct definition off by heart, but for me intuitively what I'm getting from this, well, maybe I can show you the card. It was all about going with the flow of things.
Okay.
Right, so in effect, be like the wind. You can be a whisper, you can be anything, you can be passive, or you can be full on force. You know, everything is within your power. And the idea is not to get stuck or blocked, it's just to go with the flow of things. So letting go, just letting go and go with the flow. Yeah, whatever that may mean for you.
I like that it's quite open-ended. Like room to chew on it.
Room to digest. Okay. I'm going to ask you to hold these crystals. I think you have held these before, yes?
Yes, I think. Yes, I don't remember when, but yes.
Okay. So just can close your eyes and relax. I'm just going to touch your head. And like always, we're inviting you into the space. And as the door closes, you're completely shut off from the rest of the world, and nothing else exists except in this space here and now, in this present moment. Inviting you to witness your breath. Nice, slow, deep breaths in through the belly and out through the belly. Just observing how your belly rises and falls. And we like to encourage that kind of movement and pace throughout the session. Just relaxed, nice and slow and deep. And with every exhale, you are letting go of any thoughts of the day, any difficulties you're experiencing. And just keep telling yourself that you're just coming into this present moment, even if it's for a few seconds. Just to feel stillness. With no attachments, no thoughts. You just are. And if I cough, it's completely normal. I'm just removing any energies that are attached. Gonna open up the portals of your energy through the miracles and vibration. Almost granting yourself permission that you can let go of these thoughts. Granting yourself permission that you can be here in this moment, just listening to the sound. And trusting that you don't have to have any stress or worries about tonight or tomorrow. the sounds through your abdomen. Allowing yourself to get lost within the frequency. Just to invite you, just for 1 minute, to bring your awareness back in the room but still remain relaxed. Okay, coming to that awareness of your breathing. Just witnessing how relaxed and calm your breathing is compared to when you first arrived. feeling this frequency of stillness that's emitted into you and me and in this room. Almost like we've teleported into a different dimension in our little bubble. Slowly start to think of all your extremities, like your feet and your hands, how they're holding the crystals. Wriggling your toes, remembering you have lower limbs. Just even maybe just turning your head ever so slightly. Connecting your upper body to your torso. When you feel the time is right, you can slowly open your eyes, coming back into the room, bringing in that sensory awareness.
Yeah, I can really tell what you meant about the stillness this time. I can really feel it in the room, like around me. Yeah.
It's like a different dimension, isn't it?
Yeah, what you said really hit home. Especially, I just felt like around me it's very still as well. Yeah.
So what I've tried to achieve today is just expanding your aura, because it feels like it was a little bit too close to the body, so things were just getting to you. So just creating a bit of an expansion, just you can stay in your metaphorical bubble.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. I think from today's session I picked up something here.
Okay.
Something around here, just above your knee. And just a bit busy around the head as well, but that was sort of known. But there's something here for clearing, so
okay.
Could be something about digestion, maybe you ate before, maybe you're hungry. But yeah, just try to clear that a bit for you.
I feel so calm. It's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's actually been a while, so I'm like remembering how nice it feels to like be here. I'm like, oh yeah, I feel so calm afterwards. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, on the surface this appears very weird and subtle, but it can be quite deep. So the energies are going to continue by penetrating through you tonight. So hopefully you can have a good sleep.
I hope so. Yeah, quality sleep.
You'll tell me tomorrow, like what your watch says.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.